You are the elven rogue Mauricio. You have been stealthily following a group of adventurers, a dwarf fighter, a kobold wizard, and a human bard, who interest you for a few days now. You have even stowed away aboard their ship without their notice. You have decided to reveal yourself and try to join them. What do you do?
First, I'm going to wait around till the human bard is alone. And the human bard is the first person I'm going to reveal myself to. I feel like they're probably the one who would probably be willing to at least hear me out. The dwarf is going to automatically hate me because I'm an elf anyways, and I can't believe that they're actually even hanging out with the kobold, so I really don't want to talk to that thing, to be honest. So really the human bard is the way to go. So the hope is to wait till the human bard is alone, kind of throw like a little like pebble, catches his attention, and be like, hey, hold up my rapier, not here to hurt you, I want to talk. I don't necessarily agree with the type of people you hang out with. However, I see that what you guys are doing is something I want to be a part of. What do you say? That dwarf would have chopped my head off.
You are the dwarf fighter Harbeck. You have been captured and thrown into a dungeon with a kobold, a goblin, and a half-orc. None of you speak the same language, but you have to work together to escape. What do you do?
Well, since I'm a dwarf, I'm really good at looking at construction. I'm going to take a look at how well these people put together a cell. Probably not as good as the cells that we got. Find a weakness and point it out to Big Ugly over there to knock it out, and hopefully he can help us jimmy out the thing and we can escape that way. Definitely charades.
You are Jameer, a halfling druid and a pacifist by nature. While going about your business, a low-level wizard starts tossing fireballs indiscriminately, setting the forest you have sworn to protect on fire. What do you do?
I will kind of sneak up behind him and politely ask, excuse me, but what is it that you're doing there? Try to inquire why he's throwing fireballs into my forest. Depending on his answer, I would either try to deter him to go somewhere else, or just ultimately stop. I'm a pacifist by nature, so I'm not sure how to defend by still being a passive. And if that doesn't help, then maybe I will try to gather the forest's dungeons to scare him away.
You are the kobold wizard Zornesk. Your father was a ruthless barbarian who infamously ravaged the city of Drewton. You are nothing like your father, and you wish to make a different name for yourself. While traveling, you come across a group of fellow kobolds raiding some traveler's carriage. However, you recognize the banner on the carriage as belonging to Drewton. What do you do?
I'm going to run up on them, and I'm going to start screaming at them in, I don't know, whatever kobold language there is, telling them, stop attacking, stop attacking. Do you know who my father is? He wants these folks alive, and they're coming with me. I'm going to try to convince the kobolds to stop attacking, and then try to urge the other folks to come with me. I don't know if they recognize me or not. They might just eat me. I'm a little smart for them, but we'll see.
You are Sergeant Alan DeShields, a drill sergeant for the Space Marines. You have been assigned to random recruits, no two of which have the same home planet or anatomy for that matter. You need to get them into perfect marching formation in 3 days. What do you do?
I'm going to try to give a pep talk. Recruits, you all come from different places, and you all have families and people you love back home. Well, they're not here right now. All you have here are the people standing next to you. Look to your left, look to your right. That's who you have now. These are your family. So even though we're all different, it doesn't make us weak, it makes us strong. And now I'm going to show you how to do that together. And then, montage.
You are the Rhodian bounty hunter Warwick. While pursuing your latest target, your ship takes critical damage and strands you on a moon deep in Imperial territory, where you happen to be wanted for several crimes. The moon is so small that it doesn't take you very long to discover that your only way off is one Imperial shuttle in the Imperial outpost you found. The shuttle also happens to be guarded by a dozen stormtroopers. What do you do?
Wanted for many crimes in this moon, so I probably know a few people. I'm going to pay a contact, or someone that I can find, to make a distraction. And what I want them to do, I'm going to time it and get myself in position, and have them actually try to do a frontal attack, but a feint, enough to draw the attention of the guards, so that way they have to go take care of this threat to their ship. And once the guards leave to go take care of this threat, then I will scuttle down, or if there's one or two guards left, I'm a bounty hunter, no scruples, kill the two guards, or one or two that are left, with my blaster or pistol, and get in the ship and fly off.
You are Mongo of the Three Towers, and you are court wizard to King and Queen Kazimar. You have accidentally turned Crown Prince Kazimar into a frog, and the counterspell does not work. The king is desperate to find him. What do you do?
Fireball's really not going to fix this problem. I think what I do is I own up for my mistakes. And I bring the king, the frog, your sire. I'm sorry, but there's been an accident. And then hopefully he doesn't kill me. If so, that's when I can use fireballs and stuff and try to escape.
You are Sally Sparks, a broke college student. You have been traveling through space and time with this crazy guy called the Doctor, and you accidentally step into your own past. You see your past self about to be hit by a car, although you don't remember that event happening. What do you do?
I don't know, it's such a dilemma. And if it didn't happen, then that means something else happened that I didn't notice. Yeah, I will try to draw myself's attention, but like muffle my voice, be like, "Hey, you!" And then like just walk the other way and hope that she doesn't get hit, knowing that I can't really get too involved because the doctor will probably be angry with me, and I don't want him to leave me at home again.
You are Pandrek, an Urlock healer. You have the power to heal people by transferring their wounds onto yourself, and then using your rapid healing talent to save yourself. The mayor of your town is mortally wounded, to the point where taking his wounds will kill you. What do you do?
I would probably sit with the mayor and hold his hand. Mayor, really wish there was something I could do. However, your wounds are just too grievous for even me to be able to help you. As a leader of people, I think you understand that the protection of the many definitely outweighs the loss of one. You've done a good job leading these people, and they will pick another good leader to do another good job because of what you have done. You will be honored. And then I let him die because after that noise, I got other people to heal.
You are Davy, the Centaur innkeep. Late one night, while you are cleaning up your inn's welcome area, you overhear an interesting conversation. Apparently, a group of adventurers just discovered a new hidden dungeon with vast amounts of treasure and artifacts hidden inside. Unfortunately for the adventurers, they must travel several days to retrieve the necessary equipment to excavate the dungeon. You know of a group who could be there in a few hours. What do you do?
I go up to this rambunctious group of adventurers. Can't help to have overheard your conversation, but I think I might know someone that could probably help you. But I just need to know how much you're willing to pay for that kind of information. And try to work something out from them. See how much they would pay for information on how they could be able to get to their treasure faster. And then with that information, I would talk to my friends and say, hey, I have a juicy bit of information that I might be able to sell to you depending if the price is right. It's the location of this dungeon with lots of wealth. There's a group that's going to go after it, but they don't really got the equipment yet. However, if you're willing to give me a good enough price, I'll give you the information and send them along their way and see which one carries out best in my interest. After all, I do have an inn to keep up. It's nice to upgrade those rooms. I can charge more money.
You are the droid, 41 Vex. You have worked in the Jedi Temple for several decades, and one day you decide to try to mimic the Jedi and attempt to use the Force to move a statue. To your surprise, you actually moved the statue. However, there are 2 Jedi Knights watching you from behind. What do you do?
I would probably turn around and, "Oh, Master Jedi, I'm really sorry. I did not mean to try anything that I'm not supposed to do. It was an accident. I didn't know what I'm sorry." And, and try to apologize to them because I'm afraid that my masters are going to be angry with me for making fun of them, because there's a good chance that perhaps maybe they made it move and not me.
You are Riki Takamoto, a covert operations specialist. Your mission is to retrieve a flash drive from a desk drawer. It just happens to be the desk of the President of the United States of America. What do you do?
So he's going to try to quickly get himself into the Secret Service through some of his contacts. Obviously, that this is a mission that comes from the President, someone who has lots of money and probably lots of resources wants this. And try to get myself implanted into the Secret Service, so then that way I can be one of the Secret Service men assigned to the President. And then while I'm assigned to the President, one of his duties when he, goes to the bathroom or something, because I know that we can try to pretend that he doesn't poop, but he's a human, then I will get my flash drive. The old wait for the President to poop trick.
You are Mathis, a human technician. Timo the Hutt, your former employer, has died, and for some strange reason, he has left you a piece of property on Tatooine. When you arrive, you discover a bunker with a dozen live Wookiees chained to the wall. You don't speak their language, and you've misplaced your translator. What do you do?
Okay, well, I'm going to go to the bunker and try to get, I'm a technician, so I'm going to try to find a comm system, or not a comm system, but like a computer system that controls this, obviously. See if there's any sort of, gassing option. I want to try to put them to sleep, knock them unconscious, and load them up, all sedated, onto a ship and send them off to a Wookiee-friendly planet and drop them off there and not worry about it. And now I got my nice new bunker in Tatooine that I can fill with other stuff. Just because I work for Timo doesn't mean I have to be Timo.
You are the half-elf gunslinger, Miriam. You have entered a marksmanship contest and are currently tied for first place. Your competition reveals himself in front of the crowd to be the king himself. You know that the next shot is extremely easy for you, but the king goes first and misses. What do you do?
Well, then what I will do is I will try to, I know I can easily make the shot, and so I will, but I'm going to make it just barely. So I'm going to attempt to make it look like I just barely, luckily, hit the shot. So then that way the king can kind of save a little bit of grace from being beaten by a half-elf girl.
You're Riku, a human ninja. You have been tracking the killers of your family for over 5 years now. You arrive at a prosperous village, and while you are visiting the local market, you recognize one of the killers. He is with his wife and 3 children enjoying a walk through the village. What do you do?
I'm going to try to get myself in a position where I can shoot him with some poison blow darts. I'm going to do an assassination route. And part of my payment to help me with my grief for him killing my family is for his family to see him die. Out. A little maybe smoke grenade. All ninja. That's what ninjas do, right? Smoke grenades and poison darts.
You are Nakayama Hayato, a human samurai. While riding through a small fishing village, you spot your personal banner planted in the village square. Somebody has come to the village and committed horrible crimes under your banner. What do you do?
I will ride into town and find the first person I see and ask them who planted my banner there. and see what they do. If they react negatively, I'll defend myself, but not try to kill them. It's not the honorable thing to do. If they're like fearful, I'll try to be like, no, I'm not here to hurt you. It might take a couple people. They might be like, oh, no, and run away, and I'm like, oh, damn it, that one too. So, and try to get some information, and then definitely I need to avenge this town. I will send resources to help repair any things that were broken, or help a grieving widow or orphaned child, while I go off to try to avenge the city, and I'll bring them his head after I challenge him to a duel and easily beat him because I'm a cool samurai.
You are Basher, an orc hacker. You are messing around in the Matrix one night when you stumble upon a hidden government contingency protocol to nuke the city of Seattle. There is also a list of priority people who are to be saved from said contingency. What do you do?
Since I'm in the system, I'm going to see if I can just deactivate the warheads on the nukes. So they might be firing a missile at Seattle, and there might be a little bit of damage, but it won't explode. Because if I do too much more, they'll notice too much. I want it to be a subtle change, so that way they might not notice. And I'll put in some like traps, so then that way, like when they try to turn it back on, like a thing will pop up all like hacker style with like a little like sad like wah, wah, wah. Like, you don't get to blow us up, assholes. You know, something like that. But it's a bit, because I'm an orc, it's like a smiley face with little fangs. Like tossing things.
You are the adventuring archaeologist, Colorado Johnson. And while on a deep-sea expedition, you have discovered the legendary city of Atlantis. You explore the city and you discover that it is still inhabited, and that the Atlanteans have advanced beyond current surface technology. In fact, there are several inventions that could actually greatly benefit mankind. However, the Atlanteans ask you to keep their existence a secret. What do you do?
I would want to know why. Why did you leave? Why did you hide yourself from the rest of the world? What forced you to leave the rest of society behind? And depending on how they answer, I will react accordingly. So if they're like, oh well, we have progressed so far into society that any of the stuff that we have would just destroy society in and of itself, we had to save the world, and I would challenge them on that. Well, so you're just saying they're all barbarics and can't like handle anything, and then they'll probably be like, well, you do go to war a lot, and I'll be like, well, you probably went to war a lot too at some point, but you grew, and so have we. And then depending on how it goes, that's just one scenario. I would try to get them to want to rejoin society, to share their technology, and if not, I am kind of an adventurer, so I might just have to like nab something on my way out. Might be the new Velcro. My name is Tony, and I think you should vote for me.